The definition of a moral compass is used in reference to a person's ability to judge what is right and wrong and act accordingly. Sorry not sorry, I'm not really gonna play a part in YouTube drama, but I will say it inspired me to make this. You see, after the whole situation that eventually landed a common YouTube asshole in hot water by not having control over his fanbase, nor reprimanding them for the fucked up thing that they did, I was left at my computer wondering something that just boggled my mind until the whole thing, if not the majority of it, blew over. And that is, why are content creators who talk shit about people so popular? I mean, at some stance, I get it, cause who doesn't like a good shit talker every now and again? I mean, for me, I enjoy people who talk shit, but add some logical standpoint to it that feel it would educate me at the end of the day, while also giving me a good laugh. So, you know, like professional comedians, or content creators who have done this shit before. But I am not everyone, and everyone is not me. So that leads me to say that all shit talkers aren't the same. Some of them add logic to their opinions, rants, and replies, leaving a zesty wit in their wake as they speak, and then you have others, where there is not wit. There is no logic. It's just a person talking shit for the sake of talking shit. And people enjoy that. That is thanks to the recent drama. That goes to say, people enjoy it until there is backlash. Which is weird because it leaves me to wonder how one day one can enjoy someone's means of satire or comedy until there's backlash. Then they find a soul and a brain and figure, wow, this person is really fucked up, and I'm starting to realize that the shit that they're talking, it ain't all that funny now. Honestly, what the fuck's up with that? Is YouTube disillusioned? And I'm talking about a lot of its audience members and or commenters or, you know, the 12-year-olds who are on mommy's iPad. Is there some sort of hypnotism going on where if a viewer sees a channel being recommended or advertised and notices that the subscriber count is over 500,000, they suddenly believe that whatever content a content creator makes is automatically good content? I mean, sure, but certain content isn't for everyone. And just because someone has a high subscriber count doesn't mean you have to necessarily sub to them, like their vids, or the whole nine. Which I think is actually the case with some people. There are people on YouTube whose content is questionable. They're a little bad if you view it from a moral standpoint, and yet people seem to enjoy it, which makes me question what people actually think when it comes to entertainment like that. Which, in response, I get or read from people defending such content saying, "It's satire, it's a joke, it's just a prank, bro." Satire, noun, the use of humor, irony, exaggeration, or ridicule to expose and criticize people's stupidity or vices. For the 12-year-olds who don't know what vices are, immoral or wicked behavior, particularly in the context of contemporary politics and other topical issues. Prank, noun, a practical joke or mischievous act. Again, 12-year-olds, mischievous. Of a person, animal, or their behavior causing or showing a fondness for causing trouble in a playful way. The second definition being of an action or thing causing or intended to cause harm or trouble, which in this case means it's totally fine to harass, sexually assault, or poke a hungry lion until it fucks you up because it's just a prank, bro. But back to satire. So since when was making fun of people with disorders or just people in general funny? Honestly, let's think back. Back when YouTube was a good, wholesome, old school site full of more animal videos, clumsy people fucking up and stuff, and channels with content creators creating skits and parodies of whatever. So you know, 5 or 10 years ago when a certain new generation wasn't born yet. Coincidence? I think not. Anyway, was the content on YouTube back then funny? Absolutely, and it still is now, because even with the most basic of videos back then, if I saw a man attempt to do some karate black belt backflip, spin kick, and he slipped on a banana peel causing his toupee to fly away, or I saw a person parody the video by doing the same thing, I'd find it funny. I'd especially find the parody creative, which is what YouTube is starting to lack now. In some videos, people gave you a reason to poke fun at them and their mistakes, getting a good laugh at it and moving on with your day. But why is it now that these newer channels that don't execute irony, don't execute humor, that don't parody, and don't use satire in their means of making fun of people bring such positive feedback? How is a video making fun of a brony ironic if you're not showing that you're a brony and collect My Little Pony merchandise yourself, hence the humor in such irony? How is it funny if it's just you talking shit and basically repeating the fact that you find something or someone weird countlessly? Last I checked, that's just you stating your opinion, but playing it off as humor so you don't seem like that much of a dick or an asshole. Also, how is it satire if it leads to thousands of 12-year-olds telling a guy to kill himself because they don't know him or they're misinformed about anything concerning him because of an ignorant opinion of one person and their lack of forming their own opinion themselves and doing research? And especially, how the hell is it satire or a joke if ultimately you have to apologize for it when there's backlash? Even if your apology is half-assed or shitty and consists of you pointing fingers elsewhere so that the fire isn't too hot on your own ass. It's stuff like this that makes me wonder just what is up with the YouTube community and the YouTubers that they follow, sub, and praise, and actually go so far as to defend, which in the end makes the content creator look bad and the fans themselves. Honestly, the people that defend these assholes who 1 minute want to make fun of people, but in the next minute hope that the drama is over and YouTube can go back to being one glorious happy sunshine Care Bear of a community again, are hypocrites. And it baffles me how much people aren't really realizing that. How is a big YouTuber making fun of a smaller YouTubers, or people in general, one to say, let's hold hands, kumbaya, and be one big happy community? The fuck? The smaller YouTubers that you make fun of with the smaller channels are a part of that community, dumbass. The kid who made that shitty music video that was, yeah, funny to laugh at, but you find necessary to tell them to kill themselves, or that their mom should have aborted them, or that they deserve to get raped or some shit, are part of that community. No one is excluded when you use the word community, dipshit. So when you make fun of something and or more importantly someone and bring your entire fan base of mindless 12-year-olds who want your attention to go out and harass / make fun of these people to emulate your behavior, whether you ask them to or not, you are in a roundabout way attacking your own community on YouTube, especially the positive ones that only make content to entertain people or themselves. Unlike the obvious assholes who are racist, sexist, ignorant, bigoted, and dumb, which are the people who ask to be made fun of or parodied because it's just that fucking easy. They're giving you material to work with. And at least with those aspects, you have a platform to actually make a joke and have a punchline that goes with it. But with these channels, it's just edgy guys talking shit about people for the sake of doing it. It's just fucking hilarious how in the next breath, YouTubers with this kind of content want to be saint preachy and try to act like they have some sort of moral compass when it's obvious that they don't. And it's even more hilarious when channels like this receive backlash, the mindless sheep run to their defense and scream, satire! Like it's the new race card, so that's the end-all be-all in any conversation that challenges how fucked up these people are or their content is.
Kaiba, you're cringy, ugly, and annoying. KYS! Why would you say that, Yugi? Quit crying, you faggot! It's just satire!
My opinion, freedom of speech, it's just satire.
I am in no way underhandedly telling people to unsub certain content creators because I personally think that their content is fucked up. Instead, I'll just be blunt and straight out say, if you're subscribed to these people, you're kind of fucked up. And I don't care if I'm ignorant myself for assuming that, because honestly, this is just a gut feeling, and correct me if I'm wrong. I believe I'd be right in assuming that you're a fucking asshole. But either way, it's whatever, that's just my opinion, and you have an opinion, thought, and personal feelings as to which, if you feel that you think my opinion is fucked up, what the fuck ever. Call me a Leafy fan. No, I'm joking. No, I'm not. If you like it, then hey, that's you and your humor. But I'm hoping that I prompt people to think about why things and content like that are okay until someone speaks out on it and then prompts them to actually think and decipher how they feel about it with their own moral compass, to only then realize that what they viewed and or liked was fucked up, or they just think nothing at all. So, for those ones who think nothing, good day to you. This video is not for you. You obviously don't care, so, how's the weather in hell? Also, here's a fun fact. I think a lot of 12-year-olds, idiots, and losers that don't know what social interaction is like. Concerning the Tosh.0 bit that people keep using as a reference to Leafy's situation, let me ask you something and actually cause the gears to run in your head, or at least get your brain cells to actually do their job. Do you think Leafy contacted Tommy and told him that there would be a comedy bit that he was doing for his channel, and which would result in him ragging on Tommy? Alright, next question. Do you think Tosh contacted Tommy and told him that he would be participating in a skit if he wanted to on his show, free of charge? He'll be flown out and whatever, and they can both go over skits and work on it together. You see, what most antisocial idiots don't get is that when there is a person on any type of platform that is able to reach out to another person or party and create something collectively, it's called a collab. Or in Tosh's case, this was called a participative skit. You do understand that when Tommy went on Tosh's show, there were lines, questions, and certain matters pertaining to the skit that the kid was informed on before they filmed it, right? And by doing so, both of them engaged in a parody that would reference Tommy's vid from time to time, right? Tosh was aware of Tommy's autism and still worked with him. Leafy did not, and just wanted to be an asshole for the sake of being an asshole because that's what gets him a lot of likes and gets a lot of people to watch his stuff. It's hilarious how this shit really has to be explained to some people, and it's sad. Because this only exposes how many idiots are allowed to be on mommy's computer, and how many idiots prove that they can't connect the dots on their own. They still need people to hold their hand when it comes to situations like this. And hey, I'm not just ragging on kids. Some of these people are actually adults. All I can really blame are the stupid parents that should have aborted, swallowed, or shot their kid in a sock, the education system, Sam and Dean Winchester for not stopping these kids from selling their souls, and eggs. 'Cause god fucking damn.